Welcome back. All right, in my continuing look at this year's draft class, we're going to talk about Will Smith today. I will be doing a mock draft at some point. It really feels like this year's draft's all over the place. I've gone back and forth with Smith. I was like, well, he could go to San Jose, but I was looking at draft lists and thought, no. So I have him going to Montreal at 5, but again, it's really kind of all over the place. We know Bedard's number 1, Fantilli's number 2. After that, we'll see. We'll see who ends up going where. Because, this is where that Michkov conversation comes in. Michkov is probably the second most talented player in the draft. Maybe third, maybe behind Fantilli, but yeah, that's your 3. Now, Will Smith, I have getting taken by Montreal. Now, what's interesting is his game is similar to that of Nick Suzuki, and that he's envisioned as being a really good two-way center at the NHL level, and also projects to be a number 1 center. Now, he's projected to be a number 1 two-way center. Looking at his game and looking at the projections, I mean, to me, it strikes me as like a Patrice Bergeron kind of comparison. That's a terrible one, but it feels like that's where we're at with him. He's ranked number 9 in Elite Prospects. Bob McKenzie has him going at 6. Hockey Prospect has him going at 6 as well. So I figure at 5, maybe. So again, I'll do my mock draft at some point, but he's listed as 6 feet tall. His weight is listed as 172 pounds on Elite Prospects, but I found an article on The Athletic that says he's gotten up to 181 pounds. So he's close to NHL size right now. And he's also committed to go to Boston College in the fall. His family has an extensive history of going to Boston College, so it makes sense he goes there as well. But if you look at the last couple of years of playing hockey, 2021, 2022, playing for the U.S. National Team Development Program, and really, it's been remarkable how well that development program has really done with creating players that are going to be really solid NHLers. But playing in on their junior level, last year, 36 games, 14 goals, 14 assists, 28 points. This year on the junior level, he played less. 20 games, 15 goals, 27 assists, 42 points, because he played on the U.S. National Under-18 team and played 60 games for them, 51 goals, 76 assists, 127 points. Absolutely remarkable totals, all told, for Will Smith, who is seen as an excellent forward. So again, he's going to Boston College. We'll see how that helps. He's seen as having good speed, not elite speed. So his skating is seen as something that might cause him to get drafted after a couple other guys. But what I was reading as well is that his offensive game is so good that his not being a top speed guy may not hurt him at all. He is tough to defend one-on-one. He's very, very good one-on-one because he's very good at the head and shoulder fakes. He's very good at faking out defensemen, figuring out which way they're leaning, get him to go further that way, and then go around and have a clear path to the net. He's very good in close. He's seen as having a very good hockey IQ. He thinks the game well. There's some decision making that may come into that as well, but again, with young players, with college age and junior players, I don't really worry about the bad ideas they have out on the ice. It's really not that odd for a younger player to have those. You can figure those out at the NHL level. You can coach that out of a guy's game. So he's worked really hard, and I think this is the important thing too. He's an excellent playmaker, wowed at the under-8 teams for the U.S. team, but the thing that stands out to me is his work ethic. When he sees a part of his game that he knows needs to be improved, he works on it, and he improves it. His shot, he felt that he needed to improve that, and he did. So this is the thing. A key thing with prospects I look at is, are these guys willing to take that next step, or are they just assuming that their game will translate at a higher level and they're fine, and they may not be as coachable. Being coachable is really important in this day and age. And Will Smith, by all accounts, looks like he's very coachable, very determined to be the absolute best he can be. And once he's arrived at Boston College, his plan is to work on the penalty kill side of things. So again, he projects as a really good two-way forward, but the defensive side of it he wants to work on a little bit more. One prospect or one list I saw said he was a 9.5 out of 10 offensively and an 8 out of 10 defensively. Maybe Will saw that and said, I want to be a 9.5 on both or a 10 on both. So he's a hard worker, good two-way forward. He is not seeing as being on the same level as like Bedard or Fantilli, but that's fine. He still projects to be a star player in the National Hockey League. he still projects to be an excellent player, really good prospect, and I think he could go in the top 5. I do. I really think that the Montreal Canadiens could pick him. I also think he could go to San Jose at 4, but I came up with somebody for San Jose that I think might be more likely, but we'll see. Really good two-way centers, hard to find. Guys who can be, that two-way forward and number 1 center, hard to find. I think Montreal could do a lot worse than drafting Will Smith. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.